I've been hanging out in there. I haven't been working in LA, but I come out here and hang out and shit. I was out here a few weeks ago. I almost got arrested. I'm not bullshitting. This happens to a lot of black people. What happened was, I was coming out of one of those nightclubs in Hollywood, and my friend saw me. I guess I was wobbling or something. So he just rolled up. It's a good friend of mine. He was like, "Hey, Dave, give me the keys." And I was like, "All right, nigga, just take the keys." And I got in the passenger side of my car, and he drove it. And it was fine. Just talking, chopping it up. And then on the 10, the blue and whites hit us. Now, I should tell you, the friend that was driving me was black, which really doesn't have anything to do with the story, other than to let you know there was fear in the car. Not my fear. I'm black, but I'm also Dave Chappelle. So I figured, you know, shit'll probably be fine. Traffic stop started off on the right foot. Cops came up to the driver's side. "Hi, how you guys doing?" And he recognized me immediately. "Oh, Dave Chappelle." And I looked at my friend like, "We getting out of this shit." And then he says, "You know, you guys were swerving in the lane. Do you mind just stepping out the car for a second?" Still no cause for alarm. I looked through the rearview mirror. The body language of the arrest looked good. He was talking. So then I started fucking with the radio. You know, a traffic stop's going good if you listen to the radio when someone else is outside of the car. But then when I looked back in the rearview mirror, something had gone horribly wrong. The motherfucker's back there like. And the next thing I knew, they were stuffing him in the back of the car. And I thought, you know, when anybody would think of a situation like that, oh my God, what is going to happen to me? And the police walked up to the window. "Mr. Chappelle, we had to arrest your friend. He refused to take our breathalyzer test." I said, "That motherfucker. Not complying, that's odd. So, officer, what's going to happen to me?" "Well, you're fine. We're just going to have to ask you to step out of the car so we can impound the vehicle, and we'll arrange for you to have a ride home." I said, "Oh, well, nah, I would rather you just give me the keys." They said, "Mr. Chappelle, your friend already told us he's your designated driver. We can't let you drive in this condition." I was like, "No, nigga, I'm good. I'm good." And then suddenly the shit turned into Vegas. He was like, "I'll let you blow for it." I said, "Excuse me?" He said, "If you blow on my breathalyzer." I said, "Oh, nigga, I thought you was trying to get your dick sucked." What's that? "If you blow in my breathalyzer and pass, I'll give you the keys to the car." I said, "Set him up, nigga, let's play." And I blew in that thing, and it made a noise. I said, "Uh-oh." And he looked at it, he said, "Oh, well, Mr. Chappelle, I guess you're free to go." I said, "I am." I didn't know that thing didn't pick up weed. I drove home on the 10, 30 miles an hour. Yeah, no, it all worked out. It all worked out. You know what? It's been 10 years since the last time I played Los Angeles, if you can imagine. I know, I've been gone for a very long time. And unbeknownst to you, it was a difficult 10 years. I'm not going to take you through all the agony I've been through, but it was tough. Some of it you might have seen. I don't know if you ever saw on TMZ the big headline, "Dave Chappelle drunk on stage in Detroit." Well, if you saw it, I wasn't drunk. I had smoked some reefer with some rappers. Yeah. I don't know if you know anything about hanging out with rappers, but their weed is very strong. Stronger than what I was accustomed to. The article goes on to say I was booed off stage, which is also incorrect. I was booed. I did not leave. It was a long bump. It was a fucking nightmare. 2 puffs of weed, that's all it was. 2 puffs. I never had that happen. When I take 2 puffs of weed, I looked at the guy next to me, I was like, I'm gonna bomb, nigga, I can feel it. And that guy called my name, Dave Chappelle. Niggas was like, you know, normally when you do a comedy show, you guys don't know what it looks like up here, but niggas be looking up at you like. That's how the show started. Didn't take long for the faces to switch up, like, what the fuck? They started looking amongst themselves. So I knew I wasn't doing good. I don't remember what I was saying. It just took one person to break the ice. It's a black lady with a Ford Motor shirt on. Stood up suddenly. Fuck you, Dave Chappelle. I said, excuse me? She said, I worked all week for this shit, and this show sucks. And in a weird act of racial harmony, a conservative white guy stood up and backed her up. Yeah! The whole crowd band together and started chanting, we want our money back. We want our money back. I said, oh shit. I snapped out of it. Good people of Detroit, hear me. Hear me now. You will never get your fucking money back. Fuck that. I said, I'm like Evel Knievel. I get paid for the attempt. I didn't promise this shit would be good. Boo, they said, fuck you. This went on for a long time. And then after the show, I felt so bad, I took half of the money from the show, thousands of dollars. I said, I'm gonna give this to charity. You know what I did? I bought $25,000 worth of bubble gum and drove around Detroit and handed it out to the homeless so they could chew it and still be hungry. I was very mad at Detroit that night. Because not only did I bomb, nigga, I had to go back to the very same room the next night and do it all over again. Fucking nightmare. That would be like if you were having sex with a woman and for some reason, this would never happen, but for some reason, she had a mouse trap in her pussy. You get caught in the trap. And then you gotta fuck her again tomorrow night. I'd still do it, but you know, I'd be careful the next time. The old mouse trap in the pussy trick, eh? Fool me once. Yeah, it was a tough time. And I wanted to give up sometimes. I almost did give up, but then right before I gave up, I decided not to. But I made the call. They answered the phone. Hello? Dancing with the Stars. I said, not yet. Not yet. Yeah. Oh, if you see me on that shit, it's over. Trust me. My spirit is broken. If you see me waiting for them judges, getting critiqued on my cha-cha, fuck that. I knew Kevin right this up. That's fuck. You know, I was mad at Kevin too, though. You know why? Okay, first of all, I didn't even know Kevin was as successful as he was. I found that shit out the hard way. I was at home with my son busting. He said, Dad, I need $250. He's only 12 years old, so I freaked out. What's going on, nigga? Somebody trying to kill you? He said, no. Kevin Hart's coming to town and I wanted to see his show. I said, well, how much are the tickets? He said, they're $125. I said, God damn, mine are only $80. I said, well, why do you need $250 then? He goes, because I want to go with you, Dad, please. And there it is. So I took him to the show. And we sit right up front, the lights go down, and one opening act after another goes on. Then Kevin takes the stage. Crowd goes fucking nuts. Thousands of people. I was furious. The longer the show went on, the madder I got. Because his show was fucking outstanding. It was maddening. These people were fucking holding their stomachs. My son was slapping his knee. Yeah, nigga, I do this too. Kevin says, good night. The crowd goes crazy. And then everyone starts walking to his door and the lights come on. And then my son is just standing there looking at an empty stage. People are pushing past me and nobody's recognizing me. I'm like, man, this place fucking sucks. I said, come on, son, let's get out of here. And then my son looks back at me and he says, Dad, please, I have to meet him. I was like, oh my God. So I took him backstage. I've known Kevin for years, but can you believe I was scared to knock on his dressing room door? I almost said, I said, son, I haven't seen him for a long time, but and one of Kevin's goons opened the door. Hey, what's up, Dave Chappelle? What you doing, man? It's good to see you, brother. What you doing in this area? This is a terrible area. Yeah, actually, I live around here. Listen. Is Kevin here? My son just wanted to meet him real quick. Well, I don't know, because Kevin's about to eat dinner. Just think Kevin came around the corner to see who it was. What? Oh, shit. What's up, Dave? Come on back. I was just about to have dinner. I don't know if you guys ate, but you're welcome to join me if you'd like. And then my son pushed past me some cold shit. He goes, actually, Mr. Hart, we haven't eaten in several hours. Man, Kevin took us into his back room. This guy had a fucking spread. It was Tuesday night. This motherfucker was having Sunday dinner. It was steaks, chops, corn with butter all over it. My son was eating all fast, embarrassed me. I was like, slow down, son. Then I looked over in the corner and there was a box. Custom-made jerseys for the local team. Each one was hand-stitched, and on the back they stitched on the K Hart on all of them. Kevin saw me staring at that box, and he went over and grabbed one of them jerseys, and he walked right to my son. He said, hey, little man, I want you to have this. And my son was like, thanks, Mr. Hart. This is when I got mad. He goes, if your father ever makes you mad, put that on. And he walked out. Oh, that was some cold shit. Then I realized, I looked up what Kevin made on Google. I couldn't believe that shit. Kevin is the first comedian that a Drake song could be about. Kevin could walk around his house and sing All Me, and the whole song would still be true. Got everything, I got everything. I cannot complain, I don't even know how much I really made. I forgot. It's a lot. Fuck that, never mind what I got. And his wife be like, Kevin, come to bed. He'd be like, ho, shut the fuck up. I got way too much. You know how much money you have to tell a girl to shut the fuck up? I have quiet please money at best. I'd have to take a loan out for shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, that's Jay-Z money. And Beyonce got, no, you shut the fuck up. Let's not forget, I've never met Bill Cosby, so I'm not defending him. But let's just remember that he has a valuable legacy that I can't just throw away. I remember that he's the first black man to ever win an Emmy in television. I also remember that he's the first guy to make a cartoon with black characters where their lips and noses were drawn proportionally. I remember that he had a television show that got numbers equivalent to the Super Bowl every Thursday night. And I remember that he partnered up with a clinical psychologist to make sure that there was not one negative image of African Americans on his show. I'm telling you, this is no small thing. I've had a television show. I wouldn't have done that shit. Gave tens of millions of dollars to African American institutions of higher learning and is directly responsible for thousands of black kids going to college. Not just the ones he raped. Here comes the kicker. You ready? Here's the fact that I heard but haven't confirmed. I heard that when Martin Luther King stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial and said he had a dream, he was speaking into a PA system that Bill Cosby paid for. Do you understand what I'm saying? The point is this. He rapes, but he saves. And he saves more than he rapes, but he probably does rape. Thank you very much. Good night.
It's been said in the press that I was invited to speak to the transgender employees at Netflix, and I refuse. That is not true. If they had invited me, I would have accepted it, although I am confused about what we are speaking about. I said what I said, and boy, I heard what you said. My God, how could I not? You said you want a safe working environment at Netflix. Well, it seems like I'm the only one that can't go to the office anymore. I want everyone in this audience to know that even though the media frames this, that it's me versus that community, that is not what it is. Do not blame the LGBTQ community for any of this shit. This has nothing to do with them. It's about corporate interests and what I can say and what I cannot say. For the record, and I need you to know this, everyone I know from that community has been nothing but loving and supporting. So I don't know what all this nonsense is about. In summer 2020, when the whole world shut down, I was outside doing shows. My neighbor had a cornfield and he let me throw shows there, and people came from all over the country. Some people came from around the world to see those shows. The best comedians on earth came to my home and broke bread with me. And we lived our lives. We found a way to keep moving forward. I made a whole documentary about it. The first night of those shows was a piece that some of you might have seen. It was called 846, and it dealt with the murder of George Floyd. This film that I made was invited to every film festival in the United States, and some of those invitations I accepted. And when this controversy came out about the closer, they began disinviting me from these film festivals. And now, today, not a film company, not a movie studio, not a film festival, nobody will touch this film. Thank God for Ted Sarandos at Netflix. He's the only one that didn't cancel me yet. To the transgender community, I am more than willing to give you an audience, but you will not summon me. I am not bending to anybody's demands. And if you want to meet with me, I'd be more than willing to, but I have some conditions. First of all, you cannot come if you have not watched my special from beginning to end. You must come to a place of my choosing and a time of my choosing. And thirdly, you must admit that Hannah Gadsby is not funny. I desperately want people to see this movie, but I understand why investors would be nervous. Since nobody will touch it, I'll tell you what I'll do. I will make it available for all of you in 10 American cities, going on sale in the next few days. You will be able to see this movie in its entirety, and you can see what they're trying to obstruct you from seeing. And you can judge for yourself, but you cannot have this conversation and exclude my voice from it. That is only fair. You have to answer the question, am I canceled or not? Then let's go. Thank you very much, and good night.
We'll slap him at the Oscars. That wasn't even the gangster part. The gangster was sat down and enjoyed the rest of the show. Wow! That was a tough one. I done seen a lot of wild shit in my life. Slap Chris. Now, I don't know whose fault that was. I don't know what was going on. Chris is my man, but you know what I mean? You don't have no easy delivery. I saw that shit. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. The nigga was laughing at first. That was a tough one. Everyone asks me what I think. I don't know what I think. They say, Dave, who do you think was right? Well, I mean, I don't know who was right or who was wrong. What I do know is it was Will's dream that night.
Right?
Everybody on the internet was like, if he would never slap Dave Chappelle like that. Or if he slapped Dave Chappelle, some shit would happen. You know what I think when I see shit like that? Shut the fuck up. You're gonna get me slapped. Nigga look like he slapped anybody. The fuck was that? Movie star slapping. That slap was wild. The war in the Ukraine stopped for 3 minutes when I our ancestors were picking cotton in Georgia like what is that? I don't think I've seen anything like it. He had an abusive father. He survived that, found rap music, became the first rap artist to ever win a Grammy, and then seamlessly made the transition from rapping to acting with The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Bit of a break from the norm, just a little something to break the monotony of all those hardcore jams that got in the bit. What a fly fucking nigga this was. And then he just stopped rapping. And one movie at a time became the biggest movie star this world has ever seen. And you guys say who's right or who's wrong? Who the fuck knows? I can't judge Will Smith or Chris Rock because I see myself in both of those men. I am a lunatic. I am the man that has had enough and will slap the shit out of the next motherfucker that says something that upsets me.
The crazy thing is I'm more nervous about doing stand-up than I am about bungee jumping out of a helicopter over the Grand Canyon. When you do music, you forget your lyrics, the audience knows them. And they catch up and they pick up, they go with it. With your stand-up, if you stutter, you stumble, if there's one moment where your heart jumps, they see it. To be able to stand on a stage with a microphone, no music, no backup dancers, no special effects, no second chances, just you, the microphone, and the crowd, to me is the hardest thing in entertainment.
This guy is actually his first time doing stand-up. I feel like he might have a future in it. Make some noise for what's his face.
Stand-up is on my bucket list because I've always been terrified of it.
I remember this one. It's straight to match like this. Said, what's that? Richard Pryor running down the street.
There's nothing in entertainment that is more terrifying to me than standing up in front of an audience with just a microphone, with the anticipation that you will make people laugh. Yet when you connect to people, there's nothing like that.
So I'm headed over to see the master. That's the first step of anything, anytime you want to do something new. And there's only one master that I would ever want to learn from in terms of stand-up. That's going to be a segue, right? That'll be like a segue.
All right, so shoot, see how this is how the anticipation builds. All right, so we got it over my shoulder, right? Yeah. Maybe drop into slow-mo, maybe some black and white, as we build the anticipation for meeting the master. I'm like a young grasshopper, and I'm ready to meet the master. Yeah. What's good, man? What's up, man? What's up, brother? You know.
Hell no.
12 weeks from now, Dave was like, cool, next week.
Yo, you call your brother, I come running, man. You know what it is, man. I appreciate that.
Love, man. Appreciate you, man. So I just wanted to sit with you and get some pointers and some ideas. I've never done stand-up. Like, I've never used my life to create material to try to make people laugh.
Oh, okay, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll run down a checklist.
Yep.
All right, and I don't know who's directing it, but you might want to put these things on the lower third.
Ooh, on the lower third.
Yeah.
Put it
somewhere
right
around here.
Oh,
Should be some,
man.
somewhere. Okay.
See, that's why you come to a master right there.
Yeah. You know, I know the lingo. The first thing I'll tell you is confidence is key. The reason you should be confident is primarily because you're Will Smith. Like it's not gonna go bad. No. Because I've been watching you for years. You're actually a funny dude. I've spoken to you before. You're a great conversationalist. And what else do you really need? All you need to do is pick the right to talk about.
Yeah.
So then number 2, pick the right to talk about. And the best advice I got ever doing comedy was from a comedian that was not particularly good, but the advice was very important to me. He said, you are one of these comedians that think you have to be funny all the time. And you don't. But you do have to be interesting all the time.
That's deep.
It works,
I like
man.
that.
Yeah,
You have to be interesting all the time.
So you just gotta look at it like you're conducting a conversation with no rebuttal.
Got it.
They're talking back with their laughter, or in many cases, in my cases, their disapproval. It's definite. You know, but especially someone of your stature, if they can feel you, they'll never forget you. They'll be like, okay, this is the greatest that's ever happened. And you can tell them about anything. the more embarrassing it is, the more relatable you are, because because everyone thinks you're perfect.
It's part of my bucket list.
Yeah.
Things I've always wanted to do, things I've been afraid of. So I'm jumping out of a helicopter. I'm doing stand-up.
And I'm Kathy Griffin.
Yeah. And it's never been more dangerous.
Hello, Q-Tip.
Yo! What's up, boy? Yeah.
It's Will.
What's up, man?
Man, I ain't got no CeeLo dice though.
I know. Hey, listen. I was like, if that's tip, you got. Trust me, we in Vegas. We gonna easily get 3 dice.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's CeeLo King.
Yo. Them dice.
Don't let the smoke
Dice.
taste fool you.
Listen, they just
They'll
do.
take all your money.
They just let the dice do. They do what I want them to do. They do what I want them to do. 1, 2.
Hold up, boom, get the right angle, bam, bam, ooh, bam, damn, that's hot. So yeah, we just back from Vegas. So it was good, it was a good trip, I'm feeling very excited. All right, can I be honest with y'all? I'm just testing the camera. This is my first, it's a new camera, so I really don't have nothing to say. I'm just testing the camera. The stand-up is about exploring my life, having the opportunity to think about my life and think about my experiences in a way to craft them into jokes is a beautiful self-exploration. With me being the source of the material, I just need help mining my life and mining my experiences to be able to structure them into a routine. I got a sense of the type of stand-up I'll do. I think I'm a straight storyteller. It's not jokes for me as much as it's stories.
As a fan, I kind of wanted him to talk about stuff that I want to know. You know, like how he feels about his family's success and how his family is growing and how they're all superstars. Talk about some close things that people really haven't heard about on stage. So it's gonna be really intimate. It's gonna be a door opening into Will's life.
It's my morning walk. I usually take a morning walk out at the house. Jada turned the whole damn house into a set. See that? Look at all that. What the f is that doing? What is she shooting on the roof? Y'all see that? That's my house. I have lost control of my house.
Tell us the real reason, the deeper reason for you as to why you are doing this.
You've known me for a really long time. You've known me for more than half of my life.
Absolutely.
You know how much fear I function under.
Absolutely.
The construction of the character of Will Smith was in order to not be scared. On the show, the way that I talked to women, the fun that I would have as a character talking to women was because of how freaking terrified I was my whole life to talk to women. What I've discovered is as I confront every little fear, it's how I build freedom. Every time I confront a fear, I feel more free. What's up? In my mind, there's a huge potential emotional tragedy in people going. I'm getting nervous. Are you? We're getting close. Yeah, I'm actually getting nervous. I'm going to learn something about myself. One of the things I'm already clear about is I care too much what people think about me. Like there's something I have to earn from people, like addicted to adoration. Like I thought I had broken that, but as I can see, I still struggle with a little bit of a need for approval. The nerves around being judged are huge for me. It's been a big part of the difficulty in experiencing the joy that I want to experience in this life. And even doing the stand-up, if it sucks, but I'm not going to allow the fear of the disapproval of others to keep me from living the way I want.
The good news is, fear is good for comedy.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's the best.
I need that.
One of the best shows I ever seen, a guy that went on was terrified.
Love it. All right.
Yeah, no,
Good.
that's good.
So I'm lined up for that.
Yeah.
I'm definitely lined up for that.
The other thing is you gotta remember, you're a big star.
Yep.
If you look anybody directly in the eyes, they might look away.
Wow.
That's the power of celebrity. And you're a good dude. You don't have to put on any airs. You just, whatever. You know, I mean, being a good dude in comedy, that's rare. Comics are ass to the nicotine. You know the hardest part for acting with me? Not looking in the camera.
Not looking at
I can't even do the basics.
Do you have any comments about Kanye West running for president?
What?
Kanye West running for president.
I've heard nothing about this man.
Oh, really?
No, I haven't heard anything about this.
Okay.
Man.
All right.
Well, hopefully we'll get the right celebrity in office.
Yes. Can you, Will Smith, or you run for president?
You would vote for me if I ran?
I would.
All right,
Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna consider it. I'm gonna take that under advisement.
Please.
And I'll be the vice president. That way, nothing bad will happen to Will.
Oh my God, that is wonderful.
A rock and a hard place. We're on that ticket.
I love you guys.
I love you. Be well.
We have to make a movie together.
That will be hilarious.
All right, man, what's my last minute pep talk?
You said something to me in Vegas that I've been thinking about since you said it, about confronting fear, like that's what your life's about.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's a great way to live. But the thing that is so admirable about it is, even myself, I rarely step out of my comfort zone. Let me tell you, you know who makes me nervous when they're in the audience?
Who?
Eddie Murphy.
Really?
Yeah, you know, I don't get starstruck. Something about when I see him in an audience,
Really?
it makes me feel bad about myself. Because I know he's better than me. Even though he don't do it anymore, I'm like, yeah, you're naturally more gifted.
Eddie's hilarious, man. The Godfather.
Yeah, he's a wild dude.
Growing up with Eddie Murphy, you know, I was from the Eddie Murphy generation, and it was just a superpower. It was magic to be able to stand on stage and make people feel like that.
Even though it's 1982, it's still a risky business to be the first black president. You know, you have to give speeches like this. My fellow Americans.
Eddie Murphy was the singular image of what a young black man could become. And he didn't compromise his blackness. It's like, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it like that.
Feel that energy? Feels good in here, doesn't it? Well, don't forget, herpes is in the room.
I've definitely used fear to overcome my internal and personal weaknesses. How can I use the negative emotion that I'm experiencing and direct it toward positive outcomes?
I'm gonna bring another guy to the stage. This guy is actually his first time doing stand-up, but I don't know, something about his guy. I feel like he might have a future in it. And every once in a while, as the host, you gotta go with your gut. So please give this next gentleman a warm round of applause. Make some noise for what's his face.
I know y'all like, what the hell is Will doing up there? Let me explain. It's my 50th birthday next week. Yep. And I've decided I'm going to do every damn thing I've ever wanted to do in my life. I'm going to meet everybody I want to meet and go everywhere I want to go. You know, so this is one of the first things on my bucket list to do stand-up. Next week, I'm bungee jumping out of a helicopter over the Grand Canyon on my actual birthday. Third episode, I'm going to have sex with Kathy Griffin. Dave made me say that. Dave made me say that. It's really a new time in my life. You know, my kids all grown, my family, they all doing their thing. And, you know, and I've kind of lost control of my house. Like Jada, she's shooting her show, the Red Table Talks. Have y'all seen that? Red Table Talk. Oh, yeah, you saw it, yeah. No, you can enjoy it because she's not telling all your business. Yeah, Jada giving it up on Red Table Talk, boy. Sorry, babe. Because my wife, Jada's here. She's right here. I wasn't expecting Jada to be here. I wasn't expecting to have to say it in front of you.
Will!
You
stick to the script!
I'm not... Yeah. Oh, man. Even Jaden, like Jaden, that's my dog. Jaden was my one family member I thought I was going to have. He got this new joint, Icon. I don't know if y'all heard what you call an Icon living. Start a record label, Misfits. Yo, that joint is crazy. He recorded it in my house, put it out, and never said to me. I found out on Spotify. And I'm looking on my playlist, like, new music from Jaden Smith. Like, who the is Jaden Smith? You know, and I get to the house. I'm like, yo, Jaden, dude, that Icon joint is fire. He's talking about, shh, mommy's shooting in the other room. So I'm like, hey, yo, Jaden, man, that joint is hot. Yo, hey, you think I could jump on that remix? He talking about, I was like, he just looked at me like I'm the second best rapper in my house. So I waited for him to go to sleep. I went in the studio, I jumped on the remix anyway. Boy, you know why you was an icon living? You was born from an icon living. While he was still asleep, I just got all my Grammys and put them all over the house. He came down for breakfast in the morning. I'm drinking my coffee out my summertime Grammy. I'm petty. Like, I'm not even going to front. I'm petty. I come from a long line of petty Smiths. My father was petty. I remember when Independence Day came out, and it was like, it had broke all the records and all of that, and global, biggest movie, everything. And my phone rings at 3 o'clock in the morning. He like, hey. I'm like, yo, Dad, what's up? Hey, man, you see these numbers? I was like, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, Dad. I ain't see that. Hey, remember I told you there ain't no such thing as luck. Remember I told you that? I'm like, yeah, Dad, man, I remember. Remember I told you there ain't no such thing as luck, only what you make. Remember I told you that? Dad, I remember. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Remember I told you there ain't no such thing as luck. Luck is when opportunity meets preparation. Remember I told you that? I'm like, yeah, Dad. Or he said, that's bull. You the luckiest mother I ever met in my life. I'm Will Smith. Thank you very much.
What I've discovered is if you are comfortable, you're not growing, and that's real. As I confront every little fear, it's how I build freedom. Every time I confront a fear, I feel more free. It's what Buddha called sublime detachment. Life is so much fun when you don't give a
performance so fun, top of my game, Balan Shaman, the sound of my name rings like the cock of a Glock. Explain my fame easy, I just shock them a lot. I first fake left, move right. All it takes is you to underestimate me, then my ego ignite. When I walk to the stage, it's like a big fight. It's all.
Yeah, I've been knowing Howard Stern since he was in D.C. So you know when I was in my single digits.
Dave Chappelle is here. He's a real funny comic. There's Dave Chappelle. Funny guy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you did play Robin in that sketch. I just remembered that sketch.
I seen you in Montreal, man.
But one time in his life, he had to play the part of a woman.
Yeah. Only for my buddy, though.
Hey, Dave, you were the guy in Nutty Professor, the first one.
With the big teeth and the hair.
Yeah, I didn't even recognize you. I guess they dialed you up so much, I didn't even know that was you. You're the one who, like, goofs on Eddie Murphy in the audience.
Right. But I had to, man. I had to, like, disguise myself, because I do stand up.
Right.
You don't want,
You don't want to be tagged as that guy.
Right.
Yeah, and then everybody starts doing it to you.
Right, and then everyone wants to be Buddy Love.
Right.
I mean, I walk down the street, your mother's a bitch. Like, man, this is a movie.
Yeah, you don't want. Yeah, they start fighting with you and saying stuff about your mother. Right. Yeah. So.
He also was in that Mel Brooks film that was, the send-up of Robin Hood.
The Robin Hood, yeah. That was like one of my first ones.
Yeah.
I need the money, Howard. I seen your mind working.
I would have done it too.
Yeah.
I understand. And what was that? What was it on MTV? You played Robin?
On MTV. Remember that?
Elon Gold.
Elon Gold.
Right. That was funny. You were Robin, and they put big balloons in your chest so you'd have.
Yeah.
bosom.
See, you're a hard person to parody though, like.
Right.
Especially for a dude.
Right. Here's a good.
I thought you did a good job.
All right, let's cut balloons.
Here's a joke I heard on the internet. I'm just reading this because I want to get rid of the piece of paper. I thought it was kind of witty. Years ago, 100 white men chasing one black man across a field was called the Ku Klux Klan. Today, it's called the PGA Tour.
Oh,
see? That's a little play on that.
Now, that's a remix of a Dick Gregory joke.
That's right. You see, it all comes back again.
See, you go back to comedy history. You know your history.
Yeah. I listen to that stuff.
By the way, Dave is 27 years old, a hot comedian on HBO.
He's really 27?
The reason I say
that's the real deal.
The reason I say he's 27 is because he grew up in Washington D.C. and when we were on the radio in Washington D.C., he remember the TV commercials we ran when we first got there, where my parents had bags over their heads.
Oh yeah,
Howard Stern's parents.
Yeah,
and bags on there. I remember.
Dave was just a little kid when he saw those.
Is that right?
He remembers
all
them.
that stuff.
Yeah. We look younger than you. That's the funny thing.
It's that showbiz, man.
That's showbiz. You're living the rough life. What do? You party a lot and everything? Are you one of those guys that is taking advantage of your newfound fame?
Nah, I can't. See, my girlfriend is pregnant. So.
Yeah, what is with that? I mean, what is that?
Anybody have a wife anymore? It used to be my wife is pregnant.
Where did you get this girlfriend?
In Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn? Is that right?
Yeah, I met her in New York.
You can't. She's not a white chick, is she?
No.
That would look bad. Eddie Murphy and all them would.
No. She's Filipino, which is like neutral.
Oh, Filipino.
Yeah, that's neutral.
Oh, that's almost a white woman.
No, that's neutral. They the black Asians.
That's when you want a white woman, but you say, I'll go over here.
Right.
No.
Exactly.
Walk the Filipino line. From Brooklyn, man. That's like.
Does she speak English?
Yeah, she don't speak Tagalog. She speak only English.
That's not one of those girls you sent over. From the Philippines, you pay her father.
Her from a magazine.
No, I didn't order her out to me. That's Saganese whores.
Let me ask you a couple questions though. But when you work with Eddie Murphy, did he want to show you his feet or see your feet? Remember this?
Oh man,
you think that's all bull?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Eddie's cool, man. He was cool with me.
He was.
He just low key on the set.
Right.
But you gotta understand, man, I don't hang out with Hollywood people. I just work.
Oh, I don't believe that.
No, I'm serious. I just work there.
You do not have any famous friends. Eddie Murphy did not
You
pal
went
around
over to
with
the
you.
I wouldn't say. Nah, I've never
You're
been to
part
any
of a rat
famous
pack?
Famous dudes. I don't go to their houses. I don't.
Tupac, did you know him at all?
I'd see him out. I'd see him around.
Didn't were you involved in some kind of gunfight? Like, in other words, you were working in a club, and then Tupac got involved in a gunfight
At the Comedy Store.
Right.
At the Comedy Store. Eddie Griffin was on stage. I don't know what happened. Because I was upstairs. You know how the Comedy Store got 3 rooms. I'm upstairs. And then people just started running up. So we were like, what's going on down there? And we went down there. And it was like a all-out Old Western bar fight. I seen Tupac throwing chairs. The Tretch was whipping somebody. And then there was a stampede. It was like you either fighting or running. And then the cops pulled up and they shot up the police car. Not the rappers, but just the crowd.
Right.
It was at a comedy club.
It was like the OK Corral.
Yeah, it's the new deal, man.
And you're just trying to make a living.
Yeah.
Right. So it becomes dangerous. Tupac, wherever he went, there was trouble.
Yeah, but you see, that's the thing. You never know in L.A. who started what. L.A. is crazy like that.
Yeah, right. So you try to just stay out of that. You don't get involved in gang warfare. You didn't grow up with gangs and things
Yeah, I
like
don't
that.
want Mike talking about me. I keep it low-key.
Right. I understand that. But you must be disappointed in the new Nutty Professor. You weren't in that one. The Clumps. They didn't put you in that movie.
Eddie played everything in that.
Right. He didn't,
need anybody else.
Yeah, I couldn't get in there.
Right.
It was like Eddie Murphy and Janet Jackson. And
Right. Now, you started a comedy at a young age. At 15, you took a bus up to the Apollo Theater to perform, right? That was your first experience in show business.
Yes.
And you got booed off the stage.
I was booed. They booed me like I was white.
Like you were a white man. You were booed like a white man.
I'm just kidding.
No,
Oh,
that's
come
true,
on,
though.
guys.
A lot of white guys go up there
Yeah,
and do get booed
they
off.
get ready to boo the white guy.
That's right. You have to work extra hard if you're white at the Apollo Theater. So
Yeah,
you thought it was
yeah.
a lock. You're a black man. You're going to tell a few jokes.
But how would you start off at the Apollo?
It went bad from the get.
Right. So then what did you do? You didn't give up. You didn't say, hey, I'm horrible. You went and you started working these small comedy clubs?
Yeah. Well, see, getting booed off stage was good for you.
Right. It
A lot
knocked
of
some
comedians,
sense.
yeah, a lot of comedians get scared to bomb. They don't take no chances after that.
Right.
But if you bomb that bad, you're like, man, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, you can just do whatever.
I can live through that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, everybody screaming up there, hey, kids booing you, everybody.
Now, what are you going to do when this baby is born? Are you going to
Are you
marry
marrying this
Filipino
girl?
gal?
See, this is a good question.
Does she want to get married?
Yeah, we got plans on getting married.
You're in love?
Yeah, man.
And you don't look at other women?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a man. I'm going to look at other women
But you're
sometime.
willing to, for the rest of your life, not have sex?
No, he's probably like you.
See, I can't think about
What,
it like
he's going to
that.
get divorced?
It's the private part. Let me ask you this. Do you think you would have made it being single? Now, think about this for real. Do you think you would have made it being a single man?
Well, gee, I would like to think that I had some talent and that perhaps I would have made it.
But talent,
you like to think
talent
that.
and focus are two different things.
I hear what
right.
you're saying. I don't
Talent
think
and
I would have.
focus.
I don't think I would have been as focused. You're right.
In fact, Chris Rock credits his marriage with his superstardom.
That's not what
You
he
know-
told me.
No. Right here on this stage, he
I don't
said.
care what he said in public.
He said the reason he wasn't very funny on Saturday Night Live
Right.
was because he was busy.
Yeah, well, he's had time to rethink that whole stance.
Yeah, going out kills it, man. Going
Right,
out,
it does.
you
Well,
can't-
I got to tell you though, even though I'm single now, every night during the week I live like a monk.
That's not true.
I'm focused.
I
I don't
hear
go out.
That's not true.
I do not go out there.
Well, you're single with
You can hear
married
whatever you
man
want.
habits. You're single with married man
Yes, I
habits.
am. That
And
is-
you know, Mike. You know what's out there.
Right. I know.
You know,
I know
the
what's going
booty's-
on.
The booty's a booby trap now.
It is. It is.
It's the booty
It's not
trap.
safe out
It
there.
could throw off your focus, and also, you could get a lot of different things. So you're saying that you would just stay focused and get married to this Filipino girl,
Yes.
and that's going to be your life.
That's going to be my ticket. You got to think of these women like frequent flyer miles.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now, if you're doing nice things for this girl, nice things for that girl, it never adds up. You got to get all your miles on one airline. You know what I mean?
That's one way to think of it.
that's-
Never looked at it that way.
Yeah, the other girl, there's nothing to it, man.
Now you had a chance at superstardom. Fox gave you a television deal. You developed a sitcom for them, and you walked away from the whole thing because they wanted to change one of the characters to a white person.
Yeah, not one. There was a woman I was living with in the show.
Oh, they would give you a white woman to live
Yeah,
with.
now who wants to see me? Even the Jewish lady in Mississippi don't want to see me live with no white woman.
That's a sure turn
on
off.
television. Yeah.
You knew that was a bad idea.
In other words, they were going to make it an interracial show, make it all about interracial marriage or something.
Nah, because it wasn't like I was married to the girl on the show.
You were roommates?
Were you?
Yeah, it was a thing like, a guy comes to the city and you got to live with her.
Was she hot, the woman?
She was cool. Yeah.
Who was the white woman?
The white woman never got a chance. I quit.
Who was the black woman?
She was never cast.
It was Tracy Villar.
Was she a Playboy Playmate?
Nah, she's an actress.
Was she fine?
Yeah, she's cute.
Nice ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, and then when they wanted to replace her with a white woman, you stood up to them and said, "No way."
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
That was it.
Yeah, I mean, because what's going to happen is just by bringing it up. If I do it, I don't get the show I want. If I don't do it.
But wouldn't you have been embarrassed if your friend saw you on a TV show with a white woman? It would not.
I could never go to a barbershop again.
Oh, that's what I mean.
Yeah, you can't live with a white woman.
Right, and you're working hard. I mean, you hardly vacation, right? You don't even vacation.
Well, I went on one vacation this year. It took me a while to figure out where I wanted to go. I wanted to go someplace different. I was going to go to Cuba at first.
Cuba?
Well, I met this girl, man. I asked her, what is it like in Cuba? And she's like, the people in my country are so poor. I know women who have sex with men just for chocolate.
So it seemed like a good place to go.
I booked tickets for the day after Halloween. I'm going to Cuba with a bag.
By the way,
candy.
the Philippines is a lot like that, too.
Oh, that's what they say.
Yeah, that's why you got that
But
woman.
she's from Brooklyn.
And you guys live in Brooklyn now?
Nah, I'm living in Ohio.
You live in Ohio?
Well, that's a commute.
I got a farm. I got a 65-acre farm.
You are kidding me.
I'm staying away from Mike, man.
What is that about?
What is it about? I got 30 acres of cropland. I open my window and this white dude's raking everywhere. I can't get enough.
You like that?
Yeah, it's quiet out there, man. I'm always in New York, L.A., and then I'm always traveling on the road. I get like 3-4 days a week.
And you live out on this farm?
Yeah, I just chill out, man. Watch cable, listen to radio.
Someone told me you study a lot, like you're a scholar or something. You study history.
Yeah, from television.
Right.
I saw a thing about Hitler on something.
Oh, you watch the History Channel.
Oh, the History Channel. You don't study history.
That's nothing.
You're just watching the History Channel.
I get the Cliff Notes, man.
The all Hitler channel.
Every channel, everything.
The all Hitler channel.
Well, everything in the history. The only thing in history is Hitler.
Hitler. That's the only
interesting thing.
That was a bad dude to walk the earth.
What did you think of him?
Hitler? Well,
yeah.
He killed 6 million Jewish people. I think it's safe to say he did not like Jews.
Right. You could say that.
I think it's a fair assumption that he didn't like blacks, although we didn't really make his speeches.
That's right.
Yeah. But he never put black people in concentration camps.
No, he didn't. So maybe he's all right for you.
Nah, I doubt that. Do you think he could?
I don't think he would have liked black people.
No, the black people would have went straight to the ovens.
Yeah. All you gotta do is put a DJ in the camp and hand out flyers.
You don't.
Something's going on to camp.
You don't need concentration to know the black people would have been marched right in.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even have to concentrate. But, so I think Hitler would have been... The only thing good you could say about Hitler is he really could get people to march. I mean, some of those marches were unbelievable.
And he made a nice uniform.
He was crazy, man. He had syphilis.
Did he really?
That's what they say. They say that syphilis was eating Hitler's brains up.
Is that an excuse?
Oh, he was okay until the syphilis got to him.
He was a painter. He was a painter until he got syphilis.
That guy's insane.
It was the syphilis.
In a way, you're smart to live out in Ohio because, in the black community, there's a lot of trouble with the police and things like this. And out in Ohio, you probably never have to call 911.
Yeah, I wouldn't call them. I mean, black people don't call police, man.
They don't?
I would say that's a white thing. You can get shot and you'll call a friend before you call the 911.
Really?
Yeah, man. See, it's different than like white people call the police for anything. Hello, police. My neighbor's music is too loud. All this stuff.
Right.
I never call the police.
Never.
They tape the phone calls.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want something bad to happen to me. And they play my 911 tape on the news. I say anything.
Right.
If I'm scared.
Right.
I don't want to have to explain myself to my buddies.
Yeah, you sound like a real pussy.
Yeah.
Right.
You gonna cry and
crying.
Look at what's a figure skater's husband. And she beat up her husband, and he called.
Tanya Harding?
Help! She's beating me. You know how much trouble man got beat, and to make a telephone call like that.
Right. Well, anyway, so here you are. You're living in Ohio. You got the HBO special. Looks like your career is focused.
Yeah,
maybe
man.
it's smart you're getting married.
You took the Filipino girl to Ohio.
She likes it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those Filipinos love Ohio.
Love a farm.
Yeah.
That's why they come to this country so they can live in Ohio.
Oh.
And you're gonna have the kids soon, and then you're gonna be.
Do you know if it's a girl or a boy?
Oh yeah, I do. I'm not supposed to say.
Is that right?
I'm not supposed to talk about
Are you
it.
going to be one of those parents that lets your kids watch anything on TV, go on the internet and all that? Or?
Hell no. I mean, listen, man. I used to watch a lot of TV growing up, but it's detrimental. You ever watch like a cartoon you used to watch as an adult?
Yes.
Like the Pepe Le Pew?
Yeah.
He's a funny guy, right?
Right, I always liked Pepe Le Pew.
And then you watch him as an adult, you're like, good God, what kind of rapist is this guy?
He's a rapist.
Take it easy, Pepe. Put the booty down. You don't like it.
He actually sexually harassed all the other skunks.
Every skunk.
Every skunk. So you're going to let the kids watch whatever they want?
No.
No,
you would not.
I ain't gonna keep. I'll watch TV in the other room. I ain't gonna.
And this is a dream now for you because you grew up in Washington D.C. That's a poor neighborhood, right?
Yeah, but see, I didn't grow up in like the hood. End quote.
Right.
You know what I mean? I went to the ghetto a few times. One time I went with a white friend of mine.
You wanted to see the ghetto?
Yeah, we was buying some weed, but
right. Field trip.
Yeah, he was scared of it. Oh my God, Dave, is this area cool? I mean, I'm scared too. It's a ghetto.
What do you want from me?
I see the same thing you see. Just because I'm black doesn't mean I'm comfortable here. It's dangerous.
Not every black man is comfortable in the ghetto.
Nah,
I don't think any black.
Yeah, I don't think the people that live in the ghetto are comfortable there.
Got any sense?
That's some circumstances.
So white people just would assume you could be the tour guide through the ghetto and they'd be safe.
Yeah, you ain't gonna see on Clarence Thomas in the hood. Like,
right.
I'm completely accepted here.
Right, exactly. Well, Dave, I look forward to your HBO comedy special. I think you're funny as hell.
Man, thanks for having me, guys. Good to see you again, Jack.
And good luck with that foreign chick. I hope things work out.
She's from Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's about as foreign as it gets.
So how did everything go in there, Dave?
It was cool, man.
It wasn't that painful?
Nah, I've done radio before, but never like this, man. I didn't know what to expect, but it was real cool.
All right, Dave, thanks for coming down.
You guys, thanks for having me.
Good luck with the HBO special.
Hey, thanks. Everybody watch my special if you get a chance.
All right.
Me and my family.
What's the name of your special?
It's called Killing Them Softly, which speaks of the cadence of it. You know, if a comic does good, he says, I killed him. So I'm killing them.
Sure. We talked about Blue Streak.
I love that dude.
He played a role in your life, I believe. How do you feel about him as a person, as an artist?
Martin Lawrence is the guy that showed everybody you can make it from D.C. to Hollywood. And I had a personal stake in his success. Every time he did something, it made me feel inspired and really good. And he was always real nice to me. He'd sit me down, what's going on with you, baby boy? What? We'd talk about comedy, whatever. And, when we did Blue Streak, we were promoting it, and Martin had a stroke. He almost died. And then after that, I saw him, and I was like, oh, my God, Martin, are you okay? And he said, I got the best sleep I ever got in my life. That's how tough he is. So let me ask you this. What is happening in Hollywood that a guy that tough will be on the street waving a gun, screaming, they are trying to kill me?
Yeah.
What's going on? Why is Dave Chappelle going to Africa? Why does Mariah Carey make a $100 million deal and take her clothes off on TRL? A weak person cannot get to sit here and talk to you. Ain't no weak people talking to you. So what is happening in Hollywood? Nobody knows. The worst thing to call somebody is crazy, is dismissive. I don't understand this person, so they're crazy. That's bullshit. These people are not crazy. They're strong people. Maybe the environment is a little sick. Oh, I'm dropping dimes tonight. I've had a long year, Mr. Lipton.
We're on our way. What did you mean, Dave, when you described your father's death in 1998 as the beginning of a terrible decline?
I was 23 when I was doing Half Baked. I was getting ready to turn 24. And I was going through all the things that a dude goes through when it goes from one level to the next. I was starring in a movie that I wrote. So things start getting crazy around you.
Yeah.
And my 24th birthday was coming on August the 24th, and I said, this is going to be a big one. And the morning that I turned 24, phone rang,
And my sister was like, Dad had a stroke. For the next year, I watched my father teeter on life and death. And it was just all this stuff, man. Like Dad was down, the half-baked didn't come out the way I wanted it to come out. I was real upset about that. Because it was a real cool script, and then I saw it, I was like, hey, man, you made a weed movie for kids. And it wasn't for kids, the script, you know. It was all these things, so much pressure. Africa. Then I was in Ohio. I get a call on my cell phone from Hollywood. I'm like, hello, Hollywood. They're like, hello, Dave. They're like, that pilot you did for Fox, looks like they want to pick it up. We need you to come out because they want to meet with you. And I was like, well, listen, I can't really come out right now. Got a real bad situation at home. Can we talk about this on the phone? No, they would rather meet with you in person. But you know, like the whore that they turned us into. I jumped on that plane and left my father's bedside, which I regret to this day. And I went out and I sat with these people in this room. And if you can imagine a large circle of people, and I was 12 o'clock, the black dude. Yeah, Dave, we really liked the show, but the pilot episode was about me getting booed off stage at the Apollo. They go, you know, but what are we going to do about it? I mean, there's not really any white people in it. I said, well, it's about the Apollo. It's not really white. Well, you know, we were thinking about the girl on the show. We didn't think she was that funny, not that good looking. I think we should recast her. Maybe, and they start using terms like universal appeal. Basically saying they want me to recast the girl with a white woman. I said, yeah, I don't think I can do this, and I quit. On the cover of Variety, Chappelle pulls the race card. The race card. And I get calls from Newsweek, 60 Minutes. Everybody, we want your story. Now I'm scared to death. I'm like Rosa Parks or something. I'm like, I'm not ready for this. I was just venting a little bit. And then, a few months later, Dad dies. And that's hard for a young dude in his life. That's a real tough loss. I was there when he died. And he went from being my father to what are we going to do with the body? Within moments, it was over. And I'm going through all this stuff, and this is the guy I would usually talk to, right? Dad. And I got to figure this out for myself. I don't want to figure this out for myself. You know, I was beat down. I wasn't living right. You know what I mean? Like, the weed thing was just a bad habit at this point. And you know what I mean? All these, you know, chicken head girls you mess with when it comes with the territory. I'm just being real. Just being real. Just wasn't living right, man. I didn't feel good. And the stand-up stuff was just some angry stuff. It was just like I was kind of bottoming out. But when my dad died, because I've been commuting back and forth to Ohio so much, that's when I bought the farm, which I called the F*** you Hollywood farm.
Did you stay in Yellow Springs for a while?
I live there to this day. I live there to this day. I'm raising my kids there. Look, man, at that point in your life, it's something so real in contrast to what Hollywood is, a very powerful illusion. And when your dad died, it kind of just broke the spell. Like, oh, this is bullshit. Look, I've been spending so much time doing this. What about my family? What about my friends? Wait, whatever happened to my friends? Damn, I don't even have any friends. Ugh. So I bounced, man. New Year's Eve, 1999, I moved into that farm, and that was it. As far as I was concerned, I was done with show business.
Martin and you, that when you play white dudes, I can talk like that. Now, don't make fun of me. But when you play white dudes, your speech is pitch perfect. which led me to realize that either one of you could, if you wished, speak that way all the time. In other words, is it a matter of choice?
Every black American is bilingual. All of them. We speak street vernacular and we speak job interview. There's a certain way I gotta speak to have access. If I'm sitting across the table from a studio exec, you know, sometimes they'll do it to me. Say, my man, what's happening? I'm so, hold up, no. And I gotta throw out them big words. I gotta let them know that my parents are probably smarter than your parents.
Yeah. And much better educated.
They're much better educated than your parents, but they may not have had the access that your parents have. But this is show business. I can climb that socioeconomic ladder just off the merit of my skills. I can talk that shit. It's a God-given gift. So, you know, yeah, I speak in street vernacular because when I'm talking to an audience of people, I feel comfortable. It's like an extension. Really, crowds are like my friends. It's the most consistent part of my life since I was 14. But in certain situations, you know, I gotta use that job interview. Well, I don't like that deal.
Can you see a time in your life ever when you won't be doing stand-up?
This past year, I did the least stand-up I've done since I started. 'Cause I was freaked out, man, with the fame thing and being called crazy and drug addict and all these things. Scared me. You know, being treated that way. Like I'm not a person anymore. You say this shit about me in front of my children, and you know, who the f*** do these people think they are? And they don't know what happened. You know, I have not spoken about what would make a person walk off the set of a successful show and go to Africa. But again, people don't understand it, so they call me crazy, and I don't like that.
What should they understand, Dave?
What should they understand? Well, I did 2 seasons, and it was very easy. Not very easy, but I didn't go to Africa. And then suddenly when I'm getting paid what they said was $50 million, I can't do it anymore.
Thank you very much for being here. But before I start tonight, I just wanted to read a brief statement that I prepared. I denounce anti-Semitism in all its forms. And I stand with my friends in the Jewish community. And that, Kanye, is how you buy yourself some time. I gotta tell you guys, I've probably been doing this 35 years now. And early in my career, I learned that there are 2 words in the English language that you should never say together in sequence. And those words are the and juice. I've never heard someone do good after they said that. Kanye's got into some scrapes before. Normally when he's in trouble, I pull up immediately. But this time I was like, you know what? Let me see what's going to happen first. I just want to see where this is all going. I can't even remember how it started. Vaguely, I remember it started with a tweet, strange tweet. It was like, I'm feeling a little sleepy. I'm going to give me some rest, but when I wake up, I'm going to go DEFCON 3 on the Jews. And then he just went to bed. I was up all night worried. What is he going to do to the Jews? I grew up around Jewish people. I have a lot of Jewish friends.
so I'm not freaked out by your culture. I know a little bit about it just from hanging around. Be like, yo, let's go out at school tomorrow. They'll be like, we can't go out. It's Sha-Na-Na tomorrow. I'll be like, what? What is Sha-Na-Na? I had so many questions. Why do some of your people dress like Run DMC? Kanye woke up from that nap, he went right to work. A year ago, I'd seen him on a podcast called Drink Champs. Great show. And it was an amazing appearance. Noriega and them were there, the rappers that I love, and they all had their gold chains and stuff on. And Kanye said, only millionaires wear chains. They said, what? He said, I'm a billionaire. Billionaires don't wear their money on their body. I tucked my chain and I said, oh, snap. That's right. It was a good appearance. It was fun and funny. But when he woke up, he went on Drink Champs again. This time, he was on one. He was mad about something. He said, I can say anti-Semitic things, and Adidas can't trap me. Now what? Adidas dropped that nigga immediately. Ironically, Adidas was founded by Nazis. And they were offended. I guess the student surpassed the teacher. It's a big deal. He had broken the show business rules. There's just a rule. You know, the rules of perception. If they're black, then it's a gang. If they're Italian, it's a mob. But if they're Jewish, it's a coincidence, and you should never speak about it. Kanye got in so much trouble, Kyrie got in trouble. Kyrie Irving posted a link to a movie that he had seen on Amazon. No caption on the post or nothing like that. But apparently this movie had some, I don't know, anti-Semitic tropes or something. It was some weird title like From Hebrew to Negro or something. And the NBA told me he should apologize, and he was slow to apologize. And then the list of demands to get back in their good graces got longer and longer, and this is where, you know, I draw the line. I know the Jewish people have been through terrible things all over the world, but you can't blame that on black Americans. You just can't. You know what I mean? Thanks for the one person that said that. A fair punishment would be he should just post a link to Schindler's List and y'all write your own captions. Kyrie Irving's black ass was nowhere near the Holocaust. In fact, he's not even certain it existed. I saw one news pundit screaming about Kanye. She said, mental health is no excuse for that type of language. Yes, it is, bitch. You can kill somebody if you're mentally ill. Listen, okay, I don't think Kanye is crazy at all. I think he's possibly not well. Well, I've been to Hollywood. I don't want y'all to get mad at me. I'm just telling you. I've been to Hollywood. This was just what I saw. It's a lot of Jews. Like a lot. But that didn't mean anything. You know what I mean? There's a lot of black people in Ferguson, Missouri. Doesn't mean we run the place. I could see if you had some kind of issue, you know what I mean? You might go out to Hollywood and your mind might start connecting some kind of lines, and you could maybe adopt the delusion that the Jews run show business. It's not a crazy thing to think. But it's a crazy thing to say out loud in a climate like this. midterms are over, and it's crazy climate. And I got to tell you, I feel like this midterm, like all of humanity depends on it. And it's an ominous sign. The most ominous sign of the midterms, I believe, would be Herschel Walker, who I don't want to speak badly of because he's black. But I have to admit, he's observably stupid. Even when he's not talking, his mouth be open a little bit like. He's the kind of guy that looks like he thinks before he makes a move on tic-tac-toe. And I'm watching the news now, they're declaring the end of the Trump era. Now, okay, I can see how in New York you might believe this is the end of his era. I'm just being honest with you. I live in Ohio amongst the poor whites. A lot of you don't understand why Trump was so popular, but I get it, because I hear it every day. He's very loved. And the reason he's loved is because people in Ohio have never seen somebody like him. He's what I call an honest liar. Well, I'm not joking right now. He's an honest liar. That first debate, I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen a white male billionaire screaming at the top of his lungs, "This whole system is rigged," he said. And across the stage was a white woman, Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama, sitting over there looking at him like, "No, it's not." I said, "Now, wait a minute, bro. It's what he said." And the moderator said, "Well, Mr. Trump, if in fact the system is rigged, as you suggest, what would be your evidence?" You remember what he said, bro? He said, "I know the system is rigged because I use it." I said, "God damn." And then he pulled out an Illuminati membership card and chopped a line of cocaine up and did it right at the podium. No one had ever heard someone say something that true. And then Hillary Clinton tried to punch him in the taxes. She said, "This man doesn't pay his taxes." He shot right back. "That makes me smart."
Hello, xin chào các bạn đã quay trở lại với buổi review sản phẩm của em Lan ngày hôm nay. Thì sản phẩm của em Lan đưa đến cho mọi người ngày hôm nay là một cái hộp kẹo dẻo của dưa hấu. Kẹo này là của bên Trung Quốc, chữ này chữ Trung Quốc hay chữ Hàn đây, nhiều chữ Trung Quốc. Thì cái dòng kẹo này đang được bán phổ biến tại quán tạp hóa hay là những siêu thị cho các bạn nhỏ. Kẹo có vị chua chua thanh mát của bên dưa hấu nhé, rất ngon luôn. Công dụng của loại kẹo thơm ngon này là chúng ta hãy cùng tìm hiểu xem là kẹo này là như thế nào và kẹo này có ngon hay không, có tăng cân hay không nhé. Đấy. Kẹo này thì rất được các bạn nhỏ yêu thích luôn. Cứ nói đến kẹo thì kẹo gì cũng vậy, các bạn nhỏ rất chi là thích luôn nhá. Thì chúng ta hãy cùng tìm hiểu xem là kẹo này là như thế nào nhé. Hương vị đa dạng, màu sắc thì bắt mắt. Chính vì cái tiêu chí này khiến kẹo của bên Trung này rất được nhiều người, trẻ em và người lớn vô cùng ưa chuộng. Vì vậy thì nhiều người băn khoăn là ăn kẹo này có chứa bao nhiêu calo và công dụng của kẹo thần thánh này đối với sức khỏe là gì. Thì hãy để chúng ta hãy cùng tìm hiểu với cái video của em ngày hôm nay nhé. Trong 100g kẹo cứng này thì có chứa đến 417 calo, mà còn các loại mềm của thương hiệu này thì có chứa đến 118 calo. Đấy. Trên định lượng thì trong một hũ kẹo chỉ vào khoảng 18g đến 64g. Chính vì vậy lượng calo mà các bạn cơ thể bạn dung nạp khi thưởng thức kẹo này chỉ bằng 1/2 đến 1/3 con số nêu trên. Đấy. Hiện nay thì được cung cấp trên thị trường hai loại kẹo, đó là kẹo cứng và kẹo mềm. Cụ thể là đây là cái dòng kẹo mềm nhé. Đấy. Kẹo cứng thì có hai loại, dạng hũ 20g và dạng tiếp túi zip là 12g. Mỗi loại này đều có hương vị để bạn lựa chọn như đào, trà xanh, dưa hấu, xí muội, xoài, chân muối. Đấy là những cái dòng kẹo cứng. Còn kẹo mềm, kẹo dẻo, đây là dòng kẹo mềm, kẹo dẻo. Có rất nhiều mùi vị khác nhau như là vải, nho, cam, chanh, sữa chua, dưa hấu. Đây là dòng dưa hấu nhé mọi người nhé. Được đóng gói trong các gói định lượng là 25g, 48g hoặc 50g. Đây là hộp 50g này. Các sáng tạo hơn. Còn kẹo này thì còn cung cấp ra thị trường các sản phẩm kẹo mềm cuộn, dai, ngọt, kẹo dẻo tạo hình robot, kẹo kim cương, xếp hình vui mắt. Đấy. Kẹo này thì không chỉ có mùi hương vị thơm ngon, chua ngọt, hấp dẫn mà còn đem lại nhiều lợi ích sức khỏe cho bạn. Cũng giống như các loại kẹo cứng, kẹo mềm khác thì kẹo này nó là món ăn vặt đem đến cho bạn và người thân những giây phút thư giãn, thoải mái, dễ chịu. Đấy. Trong kẹo thì có chứa các vitamin C và muối. Vị chua trong kẹo có thể giúp bạn giảm đau họng, khàn tiếng. Kẹo ngậm sẽ đem đến cho bạn một hơi thở tươi mát và sảng khoái. Ăn kẹo này sẽ giúp bạn nạp năng lượng cho cơ thể, bắt đầu một ngày mới vui vẻ, tràn đầy sức sống. Bạn bảo quản kẹo ở nơi khô ráo, thoáng mát. Sau khi mở sản phẩm thì bạn cần đậy nắp hũ hoặc đóng kín miệng túi zip để không gây kẹo bị chảy nước nhé. Sản phẩm phù hợp với người lớn và trẻ em trên 4 tuổi. Khi trẻ ăn kẹo cần có sự giám sát của người lớn để phòng các trường hợp bị hóc kẹo. Vì trong kẹo có hàm lượng đường và calo tương đối lớn, trẻ không nên ăn quá nhiều kẹo. Thì đấy là một số cái thông tin về kẹo dưa hấu của chúng ta. Kẹo dưa hấu này còn gọi là kẹo ngậm, được phân phối ở các cửa hàng tiện lợi, đã trở thành một sản phẩm nổi tiếng trong nước và được trẻ em yêu thích. Xuất xứ của em nói là từ Trung Quốc. Đấy. Quy cách đóng hộp là kẹo này thì có giá từ 15 đến 35 tùy vào trọng lượng của ấy. Kẹo dưa hấu không chỉ hấp dẫn đối với trẻ em mà còn phù hợp với mọi lứa tuổi. Nếu bạn đang muốn sử dụng thì hãy tìm hiểu những thông tin về sản phẩm nhé. Thành phần của kẹo dưa hấu thì thành phần của kẹo dưa hấu được cân nhắc rất kỹ lưỡng để mang đến những trải nghiệm thưởng thức ngon miệng và an toàn. Dưới đây là một trong tiếp tục chúng ta sẽ mô tả về cái kẹo dưa hấu này nhé. Chất tạo ngọt. Đấy. Những cái thành phần của em kẹo dưa hấu này, thứ nhất là chất tạo ngọt. Sử dụng các chất tạo ngọt nhân hampe nhân hampe hoặc tự nhiên để cung cấp độ ngọt cho kẹo mà không tăng lượng đường hóa học. Hương thơm và hương vị từ dưa hấu thật. Chất làm cho kẹo có lên mùi thơm và hương vị tự nhiên từ dưa hấu, giúp tăng cường trải nghiệm hương vị tự nhiên của sản phẩm. Tinh dầu bạc hà thêm vào để tạo ra hương vị bạc hà thanh mát, đồng thời thì có tác dụng làm dịu họng và cảm giác sảng khoái khi sử dụng. Vitamin C thì cung cấp lượng nhỏ. Vitamin C có lợi cho sức khỏe và sức khỏe chung và hệ thống miễn dịch. Phẩm màu, sử dụng các phẩm màu an toàn và được phê duyệt để tạo ra màu sắc bắt mắt cho kẹo mà không gây hại cho sức khỏe. Sản phẩm được sản xuất tại Trung Quốc với tiêu chuẩn vệ sinh an toàn thực phẩm cao, đảm bảo đối người tiêu dùng có thể thưởng thức kẹo một cách an toàn và yên tâm. Không về chất lượng, thành phẩm này không chỉ giúp kẹo thơm ngon mà còn mang lại những lợi ích dinh dưỡng và cảm giác sảng khoái sau khi sử dụng. Đặc điểm là mùi kẹo dưa hấu, mùi vị kẹo dưa hấu là đầu tiên phải nói đến là mùi thơm của dưa hấu. Thành phần là dưa hấu thật nên chúng có mùi thơm rất dễ chịu. Tiếp đến là vị ngọt của dưa hấu được kết hợp với vị bạc hà mát lạnh. Cùng đó là sản phẩm được bổ sung thêm vitamin C. Chúng cho cảm giác ngọt nhẹ, ngọt thanh, mùi thơm dễ chịu, lạnh ở trong cuống họng khi sử dụng. Công dụng của kẹo dưa hấu kẹo dưa hấu này thì kẹo dưa hấu không chỉ là một đặc sản ngon miệng mà còn mang lại nhiều công dụng hữu ích. Nhờ tính chất là mát, ngạnh và hương vị dễ chịu thì cái kẹo dưa hấu có thể giúp loại bỏ mùi hôi miệng và tạo cảm giác sảng khoái trong hơi thở. Khi cảm thấy căng thẳng hoặc buồn miệng, ngậm một viên kẹo dưa hấu có thể mang lại cái cảm giác dễ chịu và thoải mái ngay lập tức, giảm đi cái sự khó chịu trong người. Mùi thơm của dưa hấu và bạc hà cũng có thể tác dụng làm dịu tâm lý và giảm căng thẳng, giảm stress. Trên thị trường hiện nay thì đang tiêu thụ 2 thương hiệu kẹo dưa hấu của Trung Quốc hoặc là của Thái Lan. Cụ thể kẹo áo dưa hấu có thương hiệu Play Monster và kẹo dưa hấu có thương hiệu Play Candy. Đấy là 2 thương hiệu. Hai thương hiệu này khác nhau, chúng ta lên tìm hiểu nhé. Về giống nhau thì hầu hết 2 thương hiệu này đều có hình thức thiết kế và mùi vị, giá tiền của kẹo y chang nhau. Không hề có bất cứ sự khác biệt nào. Chúng chỉ khác nhau ở tên thương hiệu và điều này khiến người mua không biết liệu là sản phẩm nào sẽ tốt hơn. Thì trên thực tế thì thương hiệu nào cũng có một cái điểm tốt, một cái điểm không mấy. Bạn có thể nhập cả 2 loại kẹo về để hưởng thụ, xem loại kẹo nào giá thành rẻ hơn về bán. Đấy. Thì đây là một trong những cái điều em vừa nói về kẹo dưa hấu rồi nhé. Bye bye mọi người.